Hey. Hi, welcome back to a new episode of the greatest book club in the world, book club. Yeah. And today, guys, we're on extreme special episode because today, guys, we're on episode number 288. And you see, I designed my hair to be a match for this episode. Oh, where did it disappear? That's what's up. That's what's up. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're already familiar with the channel, welcome back. My name is Zach and I'm the host. And on this podcast, guys, we are working together on English speaking level and on communication skills to stay in front of the camera and to get there for the camera. I'm doing so because I truly believe that English is the number one tool that each one of us must acquire in order to be successful in life. And a second tool that is going to help us a lot is in order to get how to communicate well for the camera. And guys, if you take those two skills and you can go and you combine them together, you can create great content to the internet. And you can influence billions of people around the world, which is crazy opportunity. So guys, and I'm aware of the fact that sometimes it might be challenging to speak English, to be in the camera and the stuff. And I also started with those things when I started a podcast, and also now sometimes I want to do it. Sometimes I don't feel so much to do it, and still I'm doing it at doing it 5 times per week at least 5 times. You know, you're going to get 5 episodes per week, and I hoping that by sharing you my own journey, guys, my struggles, my success, my failures, my success, my obstacles, overcome them, the tips that I learned for the way, I will inspire other people to do the same. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, are watching the podcast. Maybe you, I want to inspire you to do the same and to show them the board and to work on English and just to get. You see, it's it's like a journey. It's a never-ending journey. We always can improve 1% per day, which leads to a huge success in the end of the day, in the end of the journey. So just do it, guys, and just work on English, and every time inspiring to do it. This is my part of your journey, just to inspire you in some way to do it. And guys, you see today I got this great background from the Hobbit, from the Lord of the Rings. It's I don't know, it's a food or Bilbo Baggins with Gandalf. They're looking, I don't know which they're looking, but on which village it's exactly, but I think it's the elf village. But anyway, guys, they are on their own journey, and we are all on our journey. And I said to you guys, it's a never-ending journey. We always can become better, increase your growth, your vocabulary, work on diction, how you pronounce a word, or you work on your confidence to send for the camera, and everything, guys. So it's a never-ending journey, and it's really, I really love it. I really enjoy it. And guys, if you want to check out this grand account behind me, you know they can find it on 3, 2, 1, bam, on Good Fun. And this great account upload to Good Fun Bananas on 18 of December 2012. Bam! Almost 9 years ago. And it's downloaded already 25,000 times, almost 26,000 times. And of course, we like it. This I never get. Why so many downloads and only 165 likes? Like, if you enjoy it, so say thank you, show gratitude to the artist who made it. Anyway, guys, if you want to download the picture, just need to choose the resolution for me. Press download. Right click on the picture, שמירת תמונת בשם in Hebrew, or say picture S in English, and type down in the comment below what it in all which, and all of us, you need to guess where you are around the world. It's going to be a really nice game. Press on it. Choose very well to save it on a computer. Press save and come just like that, you will get this grand account on the computer. So thank you very much for the artist who made this grand account, and thank you very much for Limara for sharing this great account with us. And today, guys, we'll continue our journey with your next 5 moves of Patrick the David. Master the Art of Business Strategy. Great book. Let me think a lot. And today, to tell you the truth, guys, I'm on the student union in Ariel University, and I saw that the head of the department of media just she finished her job, and now they have an open position for this job. And I want to take the job. I think that I will register for that. But I need to think about it. What is going to be my next move? Like, if it's going to be to put all in academic motivation, which I'm doing, I want to do. Right now, it's not so because of the exams period. but after that I want to go 100% on that, or if I'm going to do a little bit less, to have less time on Wikimedia, but to have more time on this department to register to see maybe I can get it. I think that I will go for the job because I need the money, so I need including my salary. And it's going to be the next move of the Wikimedia team, because I'm going to learn so much knowledge during this time. Yeah, I need to say, I need to say anything, but this is my next moves. I need to calculate my next moves, what I want to achieve. I'm going to do it and everything. So this is thank you to the book. You guys, if you want to check out this Gnome account, or if you want to check out Patrick Bedavid, which is with us of the book or the book himself, next 5 move. And you know that I recommend to check the Patrick Bedavid social media account, because on his social media account he shows us huge amount of wisdom related to business and to life, self-improvement and management and everything, which is crazy, and it's for free, guys. It's for free. Just go, listen, and you reach your life and become better. You got all things in the description below, so make sure to check them out. Guys, if anyone of you have any suggestions for making improvement on the podcast, or if anyone wants to come to the podcast, they get the podcast, share them with the board and start the board. Or just spend time with me in English because I'm a really nice guy. Please let me know in the comments below so we can arrange it. And one is thing, guys. And one guys, of course, feel free if you whatever your messages you want to share, if you have some unique messages you want to share with the board. Maybe a nice quote that you miss them saying, or from the book that you want to emphasize, or maybe you have your own life lessons that you learn from your own self or from your experience, or you read from somewhere from, or you saw somewhere else. Feel free to do it, to share it with us in the comment section. So all of us can enrich our life thanks to you, and can be proved thanks to you, thanks to your wisdom. So thank you very much. And of course, guys, if you see nice comments, I will share with you guys on the podcast. So be mentioning by the man himself, by Ike himself, it's going to be something that you want to put in your resume. And really, guys, I really need to take an haircut. Yeah, I think maybe in the next episode you will see me with a new haircut. Maybe. Let's see. And guys, before we start the bonus thing, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the podcast, if you want to enjoy the journey, please consider to subscribe to the channel, put the notification bell so you can notified the next time. The extremely exciting episode on YouTube video is going to be 5 extremely exciting episodes per week. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you know the final special is coming really soon to the podcast. So let's go. And feel free to do it. And guys, of course, like the video, share it with your friend, and put the notification bell, guys. Again, it's really 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks from your side, and it's really have a lot of and it's really going to have a lot of big impact on me. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much if you can consider to do it. And guys, before the introduction, first of all, shout out to my 2 subscribers. I think we got the 2 subscribers of the channel, and I think we got 250, 260. I don't know if it will be 60, but 250 plus total views of the channel. Shout out, guys. You're a legend. And guys, that's it from it's in book. Guys, before the introduction, let's just dive right into the book. So your next 5 moves by Patrick Bedavid, page 170, 71 to 175. Read what I mean. The legend of one is the man himself. Give me some drum, please. Give me some drum, please. Yo, boy, hey, yeah, that's what's up, that's me. So let's go. So chapter 11, title, Moneyball, designing systems to track your business. It is a capital mistake to theorize before one is data. Sherlock Holmes. In business, you should be constantly asking yourself, what can I track? Entrepreneurs love the expression, move the needle, but you must first figure out what the needle is measuring. If you don't have measurable numbers, you look at first thing in the morning when you wake up. You're managing inefficiently. Leaders who are hands-on in every aspect of their business have yet to learn the benefits of data. Creating systems and protocols limits the need for you to micromanage. Once you learn to track the key indicators of your business, you will know exactly where to direct your energy and the expertise. A CEO is responsible for getting things done, and in the old days, that might have involved a lot of management. A lot of management by walking around and creating implementation systems. Today, everything depends on data. CEOs often possess strong personalities with distinctive talents. Some of us are brash and bold and use our aggressiveness to get deals done. Some of us are clever and creative and really and rely heavily on our innovative ideas to sustain our business. As a result, we tend to lean more heavily on our personality than on systems. If you're not that ambitious, maybe this approach is fine. But if you want to build something big and sustainable, you also have to rely on systems. I'm a big believer in systems. Systems of data, systems of procedures, systems of process. Systems help you with follow through and follow up, and they also help create a culture in which nothing is ever unclear. When you're trying to move to the next level of business growth, and you are not sure which option is best, data on different markets can help you make the right choice. When you are trying to figure out how to solve a challenging customer service problem, data can help you implement a system that has made other customers happy. Knowing how to study data and using it to track your business is a game changer for any CEO. Being a great salesperson or a charismatic new networker might make you the life of the party, but at a certain point, you are going to need more than your wonderful personality to make your business boom. Title: Data-driven execution. As a teenager, I used to buy the Los Angeles Daily News and devour the sports section. Reading English frustrated me back then, but I could not get enough of numbers. For hours and hours, I pored over box scores like I made a scientist. Of all the sports on a paper at least, baseball pretended the most perplexing puzzle. When I read Michael Lewis' Moneyball, the art of winning an unfair game in 2011, it dawned on me that what I had learned from all those years of studying box scores could be applied to my business. Thought I had always been a strong salesman and had developed into a solid sales manager. Adding analytics to my toolbox catapulted me to becoming a bona fide CEO who could scale my business. Moneyball tells the story of how Billy Bean, played by Brad Pitt in the movie of the same name, the general manager of the Oakland A's, applied predictive analytics to baseball. Among his epiphanies was discovering that on base percentage was a more important factor in winning than beating betting average. A statistic that had always been revered by players, managers, and sports writers. In retrospect, it seems so obvious, but for decades, on-base percentage was an undervalued metric. In Little League, coaches say, a walk is as good as it. A walk is as good as it. Even so, The best and the brightest in the game of baseball were analyzing the wrong data simply because that was the way it had always been done. It is our duty as entrepreneurs to disrupt conventional thinking by considering how our next moves can transform our industry. Just as I was inspired by Billy Bain, whom I interviewed in 2019, I wanted to apply analytics to your own business. What is your equivalent of on-base percentage? Are you putting too much weight on revenue and not enough on margin? Does your compensation structure incentivize opening new accounts at the expense of selling more to existing accounts? As you are about to see, reading all those box scores created the foundation for me to make my biggest leap in scaling my business. Title: Use data and logic, or make a key iron to predict the future. The best entrepreneurs are constantly looking at at least 5 moves ahead. As focused as they are on the here and now, they must also project what might happen in the future. They need to prepare to pivot. Matching the velocity of whatever change is swooping towards them. Do you see a new competitor on the horizon? If so, what moves can you make now to counteract that competitor? Do you believe your industry is on the verge of fragmentation, of turning into multiple niches? If so, what strategy implemented today will help you dominate your niche next year and in the years to come? When you prepare for a likely future, your competitors who have not done so will be related while you still the market share. You will handle trends and other changes. Call me while other companies leaders are frustrated. No one can see the future, but you can make logical deductions about trends if you gather the data and project scenarios. Another Michael Lewis book, The Big Short, Inside the Doomsday Machine, illustrates this concept beautifully. It tells the true story of Michael Burry. That is a movie of the same title by Christian Bale. A hedge fund manager who predicted in 2005 that the housing bubble would be the catalyst that would make the entire banking industry collapse. According to Burry, the evidence of the con crisis was there for anyone to see if he was willing to look. But Burry's peers were too busy ranking in money to worry about their next moves. For a while, at least, it was the amateurs who appeared to be the smart ones, because they were doing well in the short term. Meanwhile, Burry, the grandmaster, plotted his future moves, seeing the larger picture of the chessboard and predicting where the market was ultimately going. Burry went to all the major banks, including Bear Stearns, Deutsche Bank, and Merrill Lynch, and convinced them to create a new financial product that would allow him to bet against the industry. Both Burry's team and the fund's investors thought he was nuts. After all, it didn't appear that anyone else in the industry was warned about the collapse of the housing bubble. But because Burry had already proven himself so good at seeing the future, his investors had given him the authority to make bold moves. He bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of credit debt, or he bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of credit default swaps. When his initial moves appeared to be working against him, his investors almost revolted. Burry underrated held his positions. When the subprime mortgage market crashed. Those webs brought returns exceeding 500%. Every investor had access to the same data as Michael Burry did, but they were all too busy acting in the moment to think about what the next few years might bring. Because Burry was diligent enough to dissect the data and had the foresight of a grandmaster, he was able to profit from predicting the future. In your business, it might take this degree of planning and patience to launch an innovative campaign. I understand that you might not have either the time or the mathematical mind of Michael Burry. This leads me to my next point. I've been asking countless times over the years. I've been asked countless times over the years. What is the best investment I can make to scale my business? My answer to that question has changed as I've evolved. Now my answer to this question is always the same. Spend six figures and hire predictive analytics expert. If you have seen Moneyball, you might remember that Paul the played by John Hill in the film, and now the chief strategy officer for the NFL's Cleveland Browns, became Billy Beane's second weapon. He was a numbers guy who not only devoured statistical data, but also analyzed it with a new frame of thinking. The Podesta was a nerd in the front office, the guy with the economics degree from Harvard. Bean never developed the Podesta predictive analytics skills. Because he hired him, he didn't have to. Go find your the Podesta. A critical skill of successful entrepreneurs is hiring people smarter than they are, who can make up for their weaknesses. The way the game is played now, predictive analytics is an area in which you will better excel. Title: To scale, codify your knowledge so it's transferable. Imagine asking Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, or Pablo Picasso to teach you how to paint. They would struggle to explain their methodology. And even if they could, good luck trying to implement it. The gift of an artist or any other genius is not transferable. How about that of an entrepreneur, leader, or coach? We have talked about how the brilliance of Billy Belichick has led to 6 Super Bowl victories. Thinking that Belichick's genius must be transferable. Several NFL teams have hired these assistants as head coaches. The logic is simple. Who better than coaches who have observed Belichick's genius up close to lead teams of their own? Great idea. Except as been evidenced by the failures of Romeo Crennel, Eric Mangini, and Josh McDaniels as head coaches. It hasn't worked. NFL owners so desperately want that Belichick secret sauce that they continue to hire secret sauce that they continue to hire disciples such as mate Patricia. In Patricia's first 2 seasons as head coach of the Detroit Lions, the team won only 9 out of 32 games. maybe what this is telling us is that the skill of a Super Bowl winning a coach is not transferable. Belichick's disciplines Mike Verbal, Bill O'Brien, and Brian Flores. However, have shown promise and my reserve this trend. Now let's look at Bill Walsh. Walsh led the San Francisco 49 years from to I don't know, line 14 in 1979 to Super Bowl champions 3 years later. 3 years later. The first of Walsh's 3 Super Bowl victories. He had 7 assistants on his first staff who became head coaches, including Super Bowl winners George Seifert and Mike Olmgren. Olmgren, in turn, had 5 assistants who became head coaches. In 2007, 19 years after Bosch retired from the 49 years, 14 of the NFL's 32 head coaches of the NFL. 14 of the NFL's 32 head coaches were recently direct descendants or second or third generation disciples of Walsh. What is the main difference between Belichick and Walsh? Belichick is known for secrecy, and Walsh is known for his lists. Yes, lists. The reason that Walsh's genius could be transformed to others is that he codified and shared his knowledge. Some might think that Bill Belichick is even more of a genius, for making it hard for the assistants to beat him after they've left. Why in the world would he want to make it easy for his assistants to learn how to beat him? He would gain nothing by making his knowledge available. You, on the other hand, have everything to gain by making yours available. You simply cannot scale your business without creating the systems for it to operate without you. We have to make lists. You must create manuals. Video libraries might be more effective than printed ones. You must codify your knowledge. If it exists only in your head, you have a job to do. If you want to have a sustainable business, codify what you know and make sure it gets transferred to everyone else in your organization. I never thought about it. When Patrick David share on Valuetainment his knowledge, his competitor can beat him. Good point. So anyways, guys, this is the end of the episode. So thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate the fact that you choose to invest in me, and I really hope that you learn something new for this episode of the Guys Book Club, in the World Book Club. And guys, I really can't wait to see you all tomorrow for the next episode, extremely exciting episode of the Guys Book Club in the World Book Club. Until then, take care of yourself. Have a good time, and bye. So guys, today is Friday, 21 on January 2022, and the time now is 14:07. And I'm really lost with the test. I don't clear, and problem is on me. I really go to sleep really late, and I wake up really late, and I wake up in 1 and a half. I don't know to get out of it. I don't know to get out of it. היום שישי 21 והראשון 2022 שעכשיו 4:08 בצהריים, עוד מעט שבת. אני צריך לצאת להקליט, אז אני פה עוד יום אחד, נלך לישון ב1:30. פשוט בזבז את הזמן שלי, לא מצליח ללמוד. לא יודע למה זה. לא יודע למה זה ככה, מבאס אותי לגמרי. ברור שזה החיים שלי, כן? לא יודע איך אני מתמודד עם זה. סתם, מעצבן. קשה, לא קל. אין מה נעשה. לא יודע מה נעשה. אני יוצא מכרז למנהל דוברות באגודה. שוקל לגשת, צריך לראות מה. אנחנו יכולים בסוציולוגיה, נראה מה יהיה. נלך הרוח שלי. נחליט, יאללה. להתראות.